Hello and welcome to another video. In this one I'll be covering the whole front line, so let's get into it. From the northern area, we see here that the Russian forces are attacking in the direction of Avdiivka, as well as Berestove here to the northwest of Kupyansk, which is in the direction of Svatove. So the Russian forces are here trying to regain some lost positions that they lost a long time ago, which allows them to advance further in the direction of Kupyansk. After their recent success in the Kreminna area, they now want to move southwards, but that will be useless if they do not link up with the forces here to the east. So they need to advance a bit here to the east before they can actually advance southwards and reach Kupyansk. Then we move further southwards in the direction of Kreminna, where here the Russian forces are attacking in the direction of Nevske, while the Ukrainian forces are attacking in the direction of Bakhmutovka. So they are attacking in each their own direction, and neither side seems to be gaining any territorial changes. Then we look south of Kreminna, where the Russian forces are actually attacking here in the forest line, here to the southwest of Kreminna. And to this, we have a video uploaded by The Cube on Twitter, where there is apparently a BMP Terminator here in the forest line of Kreminna, where he then geolocated it to be somewhere here on the front line southwest of Kreminna. I think that is the BMP Terminator right here in the bottom center of the screen. And then it is shooting in this direction in the forest line. And then we have some drone footage showing the aerial reconnaissance of the area. It is geolocated to be exactly right there. I'll pin it on my map. The map will be on the description as always. Then we see the Russian forces here in the Siversk front attacking the direction of Belorivka as well as Spirne and Fedorivka. So the usual suspects. The Russian forces are attempting here to advance within these directions, and in a recent advance, the Russian forces actually managed to capture parts of this rail line moving between Nehirne and Avdiivka. So they are actually advancing by this rail line here northwards in the direction of Avdiivka. Then we move down to the Bakhmut front, where here the Russian forces have managed to advance by the E40 highway. They've managed to capture the forests patches here to the northeast of Vasilivka, which is also the high ground next to it. There's a few patches of forest left, but they have captured most of it, and they've managed to advance further in the E40 highway and essentially cutting off Selesnyansk from any supplies. So Selesnyansk is currently isolated from other Ukrainian positions, especially with how the ground is muddy everywhere. And then southwards in the direction of Vasilivka, Russian forces are also attacking in this direction, as well as here in the direction of Bakhmutovka, both to the north and the east of this village. Then to the northwest of Bakhmut, fighting continues here as well as to the north on the outskirts of the industrial zone, where they have the Artemovsk steel plant. And then here to the east of the city, there's fighting occurring across the river line, where Russian forces and Ukrainian forces are attacking each other across the river line. And then here there is some Russian deep reconnaissance groups who have actually managed to cross over the river line and are fighting within the city proper. So they've reached the center of the city of Bakhmut, as this is the city center. And this is actually very significant because this is actually the most vulnerable part of the city that is left in Ukrainian hands. The northern part, which is this industrial zone, is the most fortified area. Then we have this western part, which is filled with residential buildings that are actually apartment complexes, schools, universities, and so on. So this is like the residential powerhouse of Bakhmut, where the Ukrainian forces will have the most powerful position defending other than the industrial area. And then the rest is just normal residential buildings, which are much easier to go through than these areas here to the north and the west of the city. It is very interesting to see how they want to follow up on this deep reconnaissance group, as the Ukrainian forces have blown up both bridges going across the river line. So if they need to cross the river, they would need to actually build some pontoon bridges across. And that is very difficult because, first of all, this is 70 meters long, and the Ukrainians have positions right across the river line. So they would need to build a larger bridgehead before they could build any pontoon bridges. So unless he wants to link up with the forces from the south, I don't see how they want to create some sort of link between these forces and the rest of the Russian forces. Then we see to the south of the city, fighting continues in northwest direction as they want to cut the intersection by the Bakhmut connecting the city with Avdiivka, as well as advancing here to the south of the city in northwest direction, possibly to link up with the deep reconnaissance groups and possibly just to advance within the city. Then we see to the southwest in the direction of Avdiivka, fighting continues here as well, as the Russian forces are trying to control the hills to the southwest of the village, as well as advance in the direction of the village. Then we have some interesting footage here about the road here in Bakhmut. As we can see, it is extremely muddy. Just by standing still, he sinks into the ground, and this makes it completely impossible for any vehicles to actually advance within these roads. And this is a road. This is just not just any area. This is the road that they are using to transport between Chasiv and Bakhmut. Then we move on to the Avdiivka area, where the Russian forces are attacking in the direction of Krasnoarivka, as well as Kamyanka, Avdiivka itself, Sheverne, and Tunenke, as well as Vodiane, Pervomaiske, and Nevelske. So this is very interesting because the Ukrainian Ministry of Defense reported that the Russian forces were attacking in the direction of Tunenke, and I think that is interesting because they are still in the direction of Sheverne. So this could mean a Russian advance northwestwards of Vodiane, trying to focus on Tunenke rather than Sheverne, or just attacking both villages at the same time, or it could just be attacking Sheverne, and then the Ukrainian Ministry of Defense reported on both of them for some reason. As for Avdiivka, this could be here in the southeastern part. It could also be here in the direction of Opitne, as the Russian forces have attacked in both of these areas before, and the Ukrainian Ministry of Defense just specified attacks in the direction of Avdiivka, not where it was coming from. As for Kamyanka, the Russian forces have a lot of interest in taking this village, as this is the last one to the east of Avdiivka, which is still in Ukrainian control. And Krasnoarivka is a significant village as well, as this is the last one to the north of the city that is still in Ukrainian hands. By taking Krasnoarivka and Kamyanka, the Russian forces only need to go westwards and take the villages west of Avdiivka, which leaves only one position left, and they will be attacking Avdiivka from 3 directions. So they will essentially hold Avdiivka from 3 directions, which allows them to concentrate their firepower and heavily bombard the city. Then we go to the Marinka area, where the Russian forces are attacking both north of the city as well as the center, and to the south in the direction of Pobieda, as they are trying to take control over these villages, which will allow them to envelop Marinka and encircle the city, or what is left of it. And then finally we see fighting in the direction of Novomikhailivka. And that is all for this video. Thank you all for watching and have a great day.